Hello everybody, I'm Gonzo Jimenez and I am an elite chocolatier and an OK ultra runner. I got into trail running not so long ago. I would say about 4 years ago. A friend of mine took me out to the trails, and at first I thought it was the dumbest sport on earth. Why would you ever want to be running uphill a mountain? It sounds really dumb and like very exhausting. But then I started running downhill and I felt like a 12-year-old kid. So it was an incredible experience. And then obviously with my personality, which is all or nothing, one thing led to the other and I started trail running, and then 9 months later I was running 100-mile races. I have done only one 200 race, which was the Tahoe 200. I attempted the Moab 240. That was ended up in a DNF at mile 107, I think it was. But yeah, I've done 300-mile races, several 50-milers, and I don't know how many 50Ks. I've done several ultras. I got into, first I became a savory chef. I honestly got kicked out of my house when I was 17 years old. I was a little troublemaker, so my dad kicked me out of my house. And then, yeah, I started working in a restaurant as a dishwasher. Then I became a cook. Then I became a pastry chef. Obviously, put myself through culinary school. And then one thing led to the other, and I became, after being a pastry chef, I became a chocolatier. Chocolate is a very common ingredient in a pastry kitchen, so I started practicing with it, playing with it, understanding the chemistry behind it, and then realized that there's so much artistic expression that can go through chocolate. That's how I really got into chocolate. And then, yeah, I've been at it since I was 18, 19 years old. So my company is called Miette et Chocolat. It means crumbs and chocolate. All right, miette is a term of endearment, but it's also, it's a crumb. So we have the pastry side of the company because we do a lot of pastries, petit gâteaux, desserts, and things like that. And then we have the chocolate side of the company, which is all the confections, the bean to bar chocolate that we make, all sort of different bars. So there's a really wide spectrum of products that we create in our company. I would say that we started around 6 years ago. We are based in Aurora, Colorado. And yeah, we have 2 locations and then a lot of accounts that we do wholesale for markets, hotels, restaurants, etc. So my running coach and friend is Addie Bracy. I've been working with her for 3-4 years now. She's awesome. We developed this friendship over the years. She loves chocolate. She loves a good homemade Snickers bars and peanut butter crunch bars, so we always bring chocolate in our runs. But yeah, the main thing about Addie is that she knows what my goals are. Me as a chocolatier, I'm not a competitive person, and I'm never going to try to place or anything like that because I do chocolate for a living. I'm not a professional runner. But she knows that I have certain goals, and I'm just, sometimes my goal is going to be to just finish that 100-mile race. And she gets that, she understands that, and she pushes me in order to make that happen. And that gets applied to a 200-mile race, a 100-mile race. It doesn't matter the distance. She gets me. That's the number one thing, and that's what you always look for in a coach. Working in the TV world, it's really hard to get out there. Filming in LA for 30 to 35 days every single year, it's very hard to keep my training on track because there are like really long days on set. I get on set from like 7 a.m. until like 10 o'clock at night sometimes. So they're really long days, so it's hard to keep on track with training overall. But I always try to keep a fitness level where I see a 50-mile race or a 50K race and I could sign up for it and just get it done. So for example, this coming weekend I'm running in Arizona, the Whiskey Basin from Aravaipa. I signed up for that a couple days ago. And then hopefully I'll throw 100-milers in this summer somewhere. I haven't signed up for anything yet because I have a lot of traveling for work happening. So hopefully I could find a weekend where I could just sign up for a 100-miler and just like go out there and run it. Like I always say, I try to keep a fitness level where I could just get out there and get it done. The main thing, it's about just trying to stay fit, but mentally healthy, and just with a big smile, you can conquer any race. So, and my chocolate little world. I have a lot of traveling happening. There's a lot of classes happening worldwide. So yeah, I'm gonna be traveling a lot. There's trips to Hawaii, Barcelona, Colombia. There's Mexico. So there's a lot of tricks happening the next 6 months. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of that, just teaching classes basically all over the world, and hopefully running in some cool spots too. You know, people all the time think that I might be tired of chocolate because I own a chocolate factory and a chocolate company. But the truth is that I actually love chocolate. I eat chocolate all the time, and I even eat it in my runs. You know, I make my own little snacks, and I bring my own chocolate snacks and chocolate bars. And I truly fuel myself with chocolate because there's sugar, there's fat, there's good calories in there. So why not? And chocolate makes you happy. When you're running ultras, you hit those low points when you're not quite a happy person, so you need a little bit of chocolate at that point on the race.